I just wanted to say it's a shame because really, whether a person you're with has a car or not should really not affect you because for first of all, for centuries and thousands of years, people got around without cars. They didn't have to pay for cars to get around. They would just get a horse. And horses could just be found in the wild. So you wouldn't even have to buy a horse. You just go catch one. So, as far as that is concerned, for those who say, oh, well, if he don't got no car, I can't date no nigga with no car. Yeah, well, men have for centuries dated women who had nothing. No car, no job, nothing. And men still decided to pick up those women and take care of those women. Every need and want that these women had. And it was also so bad for men because a man could marry a woman. He might love this woman. And this woman could beat his ass. And if the woman was beating his ass, there was no battered men's shelter. There still are no battered men's shelters. By comparison to women anyway, there's like 4 to every 400. Another thing I've noticed was that not everyone, but most of the women who said yes, they would accept a man with no car. They look like they were older and they've already hit the wall, which is a shame because if you asked all of these women 20 years ago if they wanted a man with no car when they were 25 and still hot and sexy, and I'm not saying all, I'm just saying most. If you had spoke to these same women 20 years ago, before they had kids, before they started getting old and wrinkled and stretch marks, and before they started realizing that men just are not into them anymore because they ain't as fine as they used to be. It's then that women realized that, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't have just gone for men for what their usefulness to me is. Because men commonly go for women that they don't even find that physically attractive. You know, there's plenty of men out there who like fat bitches. Plenty of men. A much higher percentage of men that are young, that are in shape, that have money. You know what I'm saying? These things are criteria that women want for the most part. Because you can't say all, right? Can't say all. But when I say all, it's just to freaking offend some people to get some people moving, some ideas rolling. But yes, when these women were young and pretty, and people actually wanted to sleep with them, they were saying, no, I don't want no guy without a car. Because I got a fine, beautiful pussy that men are paying willing to pay top dollar for. And then you get flown around. Shit, right now, I mean, I'm dealing with this right now. Most of the bitches that are my age, I'm talking to them. And most of them have been fucking traveling the whole world. And I'm still fucking living in my hometown. When bitches my own age have been traveling, have been going out. I've been out of the country. Been out the country. Doing this since they was 18. Why? Because they got pretty fucking vagina. And there's some guy willing to pay for them in another country, to go to another country, to come back, to go to another state, all this other stuff. So I'm just saying that to say this, that if women who were considered fine, who were considered beautiful, were more sharing, even to the guys who don't have, because just keep in mind that when it comes to women, it's fat girls need love too. It's ugly girls need love too. It's handicapped girls need love too. So whenever it comes to women, if they ugly, fat, and handicapped, they need love too. But if a man don't have a job or a car, then he's not a man. He needs to be shamed. He needs to go get me a car or him a car so that he could take me places. See what I'm saying? It's not broke men need love too. It's not ugly men need love too. It's not men with no swag need love too. You know what I'm saying? So that's the double standard. And I'm seeing it even with this post. You know, because you got a couple people who saying, oh, hell no. And then you got a bunch of people saying, yeah. A bunch of people saying yes, but bitch, they don't really feel like that. They really don't feel like that. They're just saying that to be like a Nawalt chameleon. And for those of you who know me, knows what Nawalt is, you know what I'm talking about. But that's enough on this subject. Because all y'all who saying yes, I really don't believe it. And there needs to be more fine women who will say yes. Because, I mean, all women, in my opinion, for the most part, bring is their beauty. I mean, because, quite frankly, I don't need a woman for their money. Most men do not need a woman for their money. The kind of men who need a woman for their money are the kind of men who gets laid by a lot of y'all. The guys who are fucking, the hobosexuals. Hobosexuals. They fucking you just so they don't be homeless. And there's some dudes out there that's just fucking bitches so they don't be homeless. And they go from one bitch to the next. One bitch to the next. And it be all fine bitches supporting these hobosexuals. So, you know, that's another thing to think on. But yeah, like I said, that's it for me. So enough on this subject.